Moon Tribe, I'm Haley and welcome back to Moon Tribe Tarot. These are general messages for the star sign of Cancer from June 1st to the 5th, 2020. Take what resonates and leave behind what does not. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, where your messages will 100% correlate to your story because it's specifically for you in mind, you can find all the information how to reach me in the description box down below. Without any further ado, I have already gone and pulled your cards off camera for you, Cancer, so let's get right into it. We got the Devil, the Empress, which are both major arcana, and then you have the Two of Cups outcome. Holy shit, Cancer. So the Devil. The Devil is a card about attractions, addictions, lust, bondages. It talks about addictions to drugs, alcohol, sex, money, video games. You know, you can be honestly addicted to fucking anything, like tarot, whatever it is that you are addicted to. It's kind of representative of being stuck in some sort of bondage with your lust, with these ties. And because they're bound together, it's usually an actual person that you're bound to, and it can actually represent, in a lot of cases, marriage. And it doesn't always have to be such a negative card, but this is a lust card. It does represent that you are bound to somebody on a higher level than other people. It's these kinds of higher connections with these people. The Empress is a major arcana card. She mirrors the Emperor, who is an Aries. She is an Aries as well, and she would represent where the Aries Emperor individual is somebody that is a leader, a mayor. He's somebody that governs over his people. He sets the rules. He sets the standards. He's kind of the father figure, and he is the one that makes sure that the rules don't get broken, that everybody has what they need. The Empress is his counterpart, and she sits by his side, building the people up with her mothering love. So it's kind of that that dynamic that they have, where the father is kind of the strict one, the mother is but that's just in society. It could be a gender bender deck, but it is that kind of energy where she is nurturing people. She is creative. She is very, very good with the way that she heals people, with the way that she brings them up. She would be a divine goddess of her higher self, the divine feminine form. She is somebody that knows, where the Emperor is somebody that knows how to lead. She knows how to make people their own leaders. She knows how to raise people up from nothing and make them something incredibly powerful. And now when we have the outcome, the Two of Cups, this is a soul connection with this person. So the Two of Cups represents when you kind of lock eyes across a room with somebody that you've never met them before, but you kind of already know that they are supposed to be in your life. It's kind of that intuition where you already know that this person is going to be something much higher, be it a best friend, a girlfriend, a fiance, a husband. It's somebody that in this particular spread, Cancer, this is a love and romance spread, because Two of Cups is all about love, be it platonic or friendship, but because I got the bondage card of the Devil, I feel like this is a lust card. I feel like this is an attraction spread. I feel like you are the Devil can actually represent marriages. He can actually represent an actual marriage. So for some of you, it might actually be that you are in a marriage with somebody that you are very lustful towards. If you're not, this is probably, I feel like this is, because the Two of Cups is kind of in the earlier stages of the beginning of the cups. So it's either that you are already married to this person, or that you are already with this person romantically, and that you are like head over heels, like lustfully attracted to them. And sometimes it might not be a good thing, because sometimes I feel like you might think, well, what were I to do if this person was not in my life? But I don't see that being here, because I see them being in your life very strongly, and I kind of feel like you are very addicted to this person. I think it's returned. I do think that it is returned, but I'm going to pull one more clarity card for where this goes before I shoot myself in the fucking foot. Where does this go with this person for Cancer? The Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is somebody that is very good with her intellect and her rationale. She is her higher self. She would represent somebody that has seen a lot of pain and sorrow. She's typically called to as the widow card. She is a widower. She is somebody that has known these pains, but she is the people's champion. She would understand how to lead with her intellect and her thoughts. Higher queen sets standards here, where she is somebody that would be very good at thinking. And sometimes I'm not going to specifically say this for this spread, but it is more. I'm going to pull another card for this, but it is kind of saying that the Queen of Swords is somebody that decides who she needs in her life and who she does not need in her life. And if you are loyal to her, if you give her no reason to, that you're not betraying her trust, she is somebody that will be there for you forever. She is somebody that will always be on your side, and you can always count on her. The moment you do something to fuck with her and to kind of screw up her trust in you, it's gone. It's snip, snip, she's out of your life. But I usually, in negative spreads, read the Queen of Swords as a card indicative that she is standing up for her beliefs and kind of being like, I don't really need this in my life, but I would like one more card for where this goes to be read with the Queen of Swords. Alright, so the Eight of Cups does represent somebody walking away from the situation. So I guess I did shoot myself in the mouth there, or the foot. But I feel like one of okay, that makes more sense. This would make more sense that this is something that you are lustfully attracted to, and I feel like you are stepping into your own power where you are deciding what you need and what you don't need in your life. And I feel like for you personally, Cancer, I feel like for you, this might not be doing enough for you if you aren't actually directly paired with this person. This is one of those kind of, I wish I had pulled the spread before I'd read all of that, but this is definitely going to be a situation where here's a problem with this. There is a lot of lust and attraction and addiction to this person. You do have a lot of love to this person, but the important thing about this spread is I think that you are starting to care more about yourself, because when I said that you're afraid of being alone, I do still see that, and I still see you deciding what you need in your life and what you don't aside from this person. I kind of feel like you are stepping into your power, and I feel like whatever this energy is, put in this way, reading it in the way that I'm reading it now, it could be indicative of something that is more toxic, because the devil is usually indicative of toxic relationships or something that you are stuck to in an unhealthy manner. But reading it like this, I think that it is something that does not suit your power. I think that you are understanding this, and there could have been potential in this situation, but I see you walking away from it because it does not meet. I feel like this person might have done something to you where you're like, okay, that counts as a betrayal, I'm out. Because you do have that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air sign energy showing up for you. Where does this go for Cancer after the Eight of Cups? The World. So closing up something successfully. I think this has been something overdue. I think this is something that has been happening in the long run, and I think that you are finally ending up chapters. I think you are closing loose ends. I feel like you are stepping into your power, and I feel like you are going to be closing one book so you can open a new one and see what new directions lie for you in that way, away from this addiction, away from this lust. I'm sorry to hear this for you, Cancer, because it is somebody that you do have a soul connection with. The thing that I like to tell people when they're going through this is when we think of the idea of soulmates and people that we are have come from this world or come from the past time to travel in this world. Oh my god, I just ripped up another fucking cobweb. Sorry, this little fucking poor spider. I've been ruining his cobweb every time by accident. I always feel really shitty because he doesn't know what to do. Anyway, I'm sorry. This kind of feels to me, oh yeah, the past. It could be somebody that you have, traveled for in this life to meet them again in this life. It doesn't, when I say it doesn't always work out, I mean that the way that we had envisioned them in our life. That doesn't mean that they can't still be in your life as a friend or somebody that you are a best friend with or somebody that you are very close to. But sometimes we have these expectations on our soulmates and the people that come here with us, and they may not have the lessons that they need to know right now in order to have that kind of relationship with you right now, and they may change. I've seen this multiple times in my life where this person is not displaying what they need to be right now, but they step into their power and they eventually do become something that you are looking for. So even though right now this person isn't here in your life, I don't want you to I don't want to give you false hope, but I also don't want to say that this person isn't going to change one day. Not that I see this here, but just from life experience, knowing where this card can go, that this can be established later down the line. If that's not something that you're not looking for, then you don't need it. I'm also not trying to give you false hope. I'm just telling you that the way that things work, if this person is supposed to change, if they are supposed to be in your life in this way, in this romantic, committed way, I fucking promise you that they will be eventually, if it is ever supposed to be that way for you. So don't look at this as a complete loss. I think that you already know that it's not a complete loss, but there are plenty of fish in the sea. This is not the ending of your story, Andrew. You are about to go out on a brand new way, seeing what else you can do from here out. Where else? What else can I do? What's my new direction? What's my new calling? So don't read this in such a negative, dark light, because for the most part, I feel like this is something that you are wrapping up because you wanted to wrap it up, and not vice versa. I see you being the one taking charge of the situation, Cancer. So congratulations, take care on your voyages out there, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, my moon tribe.